Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, it's our main event between the visiting team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Along the away sideline, get a look at their head coach. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up here in the booth. Kicker Joey Slye down on the field, ready to get this one started. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the...
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
46-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Try connected with Brown, but it's intercepted. Joshua Williams has it. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback. It's Cam Ward.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Got a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
So this play's going to come to an end at the 27. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Not going to throw this one. Ward looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
10 yards.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. They're going to bring out Tommy Townsend to punt it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
It's a gain of 9.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
7-yard gain. And an Eagles first
Barkley trying this up the gut. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Sent down by Cody Barton. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Visitors, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt.
Cougar 19.
First down throw here for Ward. He's got Bellinger. Short pickup to their own 31. Cooper to Jean with the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6. At the 30.
They give to Pollard from the gun. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives him a first down.
Gain of 18 on
That's
the play.
just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Shotgun snap now to Ward. This is pulled in by Gunnar Helm. And he'll make up a few of the yards that they lost to that flag. Looks like 2nd down and 12 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Ward.
At their 48-yard line.
That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm. And the night
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Tommy Townsend on the punt.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No, toss that.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
180,
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Cody Barton.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 3.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on the look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The offense getting set to go. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Complete to Wandale Robinson.
Pressure coming. Here's Ward. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by them.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Tight end going in motion here.
4-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Christian Man is the tight end. He's going left.
at the 41-yard line.
Zone read give here to Barkley. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
Jeffrey Simmons on
So
the
now
stop.
here's 3rd and 5.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. 1st down from the 41.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ward setting the pass. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Ward. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Brought down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pollard has them the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Eagles 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Running back sent in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A gain of a yard.
Hurts setting up to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Takes this in at the 25. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The visitors and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. The Eagles go dime for this 3rd down call. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He loses the football. And it looks like the offense recovered. They did. Close stuff there. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. From the pistol, Hurts. And finds Brown right side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The visitors and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Going to the ground again on first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 here. Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw this one. Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And these guys double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
15 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield, and they're taking that short completion.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Saquon. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts. Steps up and he's running with it. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They go with Barkley here. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. All set now. 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Throws caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At
No
the
touch.
5-yard line.
Now Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. The visitors and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap now to Ward. On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Now Ward. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 3rd
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
No touch. Hey, let's go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All set to go now from the 35. The offense headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Now he takes it. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down. Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ward. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. First down from the 42.
A gain of 22 yards.
This is Pollard running left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another 1st down.
Let's go now.
At the 29-yard line.
Now give for the first time to Khalil Mullings. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They give on second to Pollard. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll throw it. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
Throwing
line.
now on first down. Ward. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
The Eagles' 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw. Hits the slant. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Pollard will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him.
Here we go, set. 60 by 60 by go.
Back to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up
Hurts.
2nd and 5.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
And an Eagles first down.
First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
Smith. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed. Just a gain of 5.
Short of midfield.
Looking to throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Dale Flott on the coverage.
Great, set.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Putting a receiver in motion. Setting up to pass. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And they've got it. They come through with the recovery. That should win this game. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Design quarterback run here. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not